Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our heated debate about whether or not social media is benefiting our society or not. Today, joined by me, the propositional side, Michelle, and
Ocean from the opposite of social media. It's forgotten, actually.
Social media has been around since 1997. That's a long, long time. It was first created to allow interaction with friends, family from long distance. As social animals, people, or us, have relied on communication to strengthen relationships. Now to start a debate with us, the propositional side, or in other words, the best side. Social media isn't just for entertainment purposes, but it's also used for law enforcement and to solve crimes. According to policefoundation.org, it has stated about how social media helps solve crimes by 80, and it has increased by 85%. One of their new officers told them about this in 2007, and that has helped them a lot. For example, 73% of law enforcement in federal states says that social media helps them solve crimes. 85% of all police departments use social media. In conclusion, law enforcement has successfully used social media to help them solve crimes.
Okay, so what she said was that the police department, 85% of them have been using social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
For crime purposes. 15% of those people, police departments that do not use social media, while they are smart, I will salute to them. And so what I'm gonna say is that the law enforcement or the police have been using the social media so much that in 2017, Facebook and Instagram have been banned the police from using the social media from extreme surveillance purposes. Also, the police can't just search your home without a good enough reason because there are citizens who want their privacy, you know? According to an article called Wire.com, they stated that police can't just search someone's home without a compelling reason that justifies a search warrant because citizens expect to have privacy in their home. Also, do citizens have a reasonable expectation of privacy regarding social media posts? Listen to yourself. Take this back.
Okay.
Well, I have to start my AREE. Let me just put this up.
Yeah.
Okay. Social media is damaging families' life. Families that use social media can get addicted to it, and when they do, lower grade, kids, I guess, in their family that do not use social media can get really sad, and that can lead to suicide. That's really sad. Because their parents aren't loving them as much as they would before they had social media. From an article called Child's Mind Institute, some kids that use social media have committed suicide from negative stuff that were given to them. Also, 65%, you hear me? 65% of those suicides have been from girls. Danger, danger. So dangerous. Now start.
Hello, humans. My name is Cheryl, and this is, I don't know his name.
It's Kenneth.
Kenneth is the unnecessary part of this debate. I'm representing the proposition side of this debate. As mentioned by Michelle, our topic today is whether social media is good or bad. Michelle said that social media is widely beneficial for law enforcement, while Ocean, Kenneth's teammate, said that social media is damaging family life. So, from what I understand, Ocean is trying to say that social media is tearing families apart, even though it's the very glue that holds them together. He fails to realize that not all families live together. Without social media, these families would not be able to communicate. If there's no communication, how will they plan meetups? They won't be able to because they can't communicate and talk to each other. You might say that you can just call them, but no, I can't call them because calling them is going to be a form of social media, which you guys are saying is bad. And yeah. Yeah, and also, whether social media is damaging family life should not be determined by some random kid named Ocean. It should be determined by the children's parents. Smells like noodles. Since we live in such a technological society, social media is vital because families around the world need to stick together. Your parents might live in Asia and you might live in America. If there was no social media, then you guys would not be able to communicate. And yeah, there are many families around the world who do not live near each other, which, well, like I said, Asia and America. With social media, these families can stay in touch, and the same goes to friends who do not live near each other. According to procon.org, 93% of adults use social media to connect with family members. 91% of adults use it to connect with current friends, and 87% use it to connect with past friends. According to Pew Research, 67% of social media users use the media to stay in touch with friends and family. My dad is a businessman who travels frequently. When he is gone, the only way to reach him is via social media. Without social media, I would not be able to reach my dad when he is gone, aka for weeks at a time. So, yeah, what if something major were to happen? What if I just said what if there were some life-threatening situation and we were not able to say goodbye? Then that would be really bad. Social media is viewed as a monster, but it's actually a major way of communicating and keeping families in touch. This is especially important to families who are not together every single day. Social media helps families around the world keep in touch, and yeah, it's 2018 now. We can't just keep on sending letters to each other. Just think of this as the modern way of sending letters to one another. Yeah, your turn.
What Cheryl is trying to say is that social media connects people, but she is wrong because families are just on their phones looking at social media. Even at restaurants, instead of talking to each other and enjoying their meals, they're on their phones, not socializing with each other. Have you seen any families that are at restaurants just on their phone?
Actually, I have. The majority of family friends that I have don't use phones at the dinner table and like restaurants. So yeah.
They don't talk to each other. All they do is just look on their phone and not even interacting with each other. Mm-hmm. Social media was made for you to be social online, but people abuse that and won't do anything else other than that. You may think that social media connects other people, but you won't even talk to them in person. All you do is just text them. Social media won't make you social in any way.
False.
Social media makes you more isolated because you'll have no one to talk to, and you won't get to interact with them. People get addicted to social media, which makes them not want to interact with anyone and communicate with them.
Mm-hmm. Camera, please.
Social media causes depression because people post what they're doing in their life, and it causes jealousy, and then people get depressed. Also, people get cyberbullied by other people. That also causes depression. You can also lose your friends if you post something about them without their permission. You can get so addicted that if you have a test tomorrow and you're on your social media, then tomorrow you get a bad grade and then become depressed. Some people stay up all night on social media and they'll get depressed because they didn't get enough sleep. Social media also makes you unhealthy, and if you're unhealthy, you can become depressed. You won't get to interact with your friends because you're just sad, which is caused by social media. you will get addicted to social media because you will miss out on all the fun events and regret a lot. Some people care about their followers and likes a lot, so if they lose that, they will also get really depressed. And this is how social media causes depression.
That's so false.
So you saw in the other scene before this that Cheryl, she said something about connecting people, right, around the world. Your dad, he goes to China for some business trips or something. Well, actually, you're connecting with people you don't even know, and it's kind of weird though for like kids who use social media. And guess what? There's a mother of 4 and her 2 twins who are just 11 years old. They were using social media, but when they got older, they both got a phone and they started using like other websites, you know? And this brings a lot of hard decisions for parents of them, or just parents who have like kids who are using social media. Weird. And so it brings a lot of hard decisions, right? Because you don't even know what your kid is doing online, and she or he might be in cyberbullying. Bad, real bad. Also, what if they're talking to someone who is 35 years old or older? Who knows, huh? I'll tell you what happens if you talk to someone who you don't even know, okay? According to an article named BaltimoreSun.com, there was a 12-year-old girl who went missing and was found in North Carolina with a 32-year-old man she allegedly communicated with using Kik Messenger, a social media site, and in an instant messaging app. In February, a 21-year-old man who was charged for using Kik to send messages to a 12-year-old girl whom police later he tried to meet her. That is crazy.
Well,
Wait, stop.
Okay.
In celebration, you know what? I'm just gonna eat these noodles. I'm not advertising at all.
Okay.
No. let me eat this first in celebration. Oh, wow.
Well, I think what you said might be
Oh, that's good.
but I don't think you're 100% accurate.
How do you know?
Well, your teammate over there, Kenneth, I think, he said that being a part of social media can cause depression and sadness, but on the other hand, that he doesn't know what is that being part of social media sites can actually help with a person's quality of life and reduce the risk of health problems. Social media can actually help improve life satisfaction, stroke recovery, memory retention, and help with depression and sadness. Additionally, friends on social media can have a big impact and a contagious effect, promoting and helping with exercise, dieting, and happiness.
Right, but you said social media helps people with health problems, right? Did you say? You know, that's not true because people use their phones often or a lot. What I said earlier concludes to suicide from negative comments, right? This may be off topic, but I'm gonna go back to the health problems. If you're gonna use your phone like all day, then there are health problems to you.
But who said you're gonna use your phone all day?
People who use phones all day. Like, let's see, gamers, that girl over there named Cheryl Kang. And, yeah, pretty good.
Well, to sum this up, thank you guys for watching this debate with us about whether or not social media is impacting our society, is a good impact on our society or not.
This is good.
As you can tell, us, the propositional side, is obviously better. And social media is obviously good for our society.
Bad.
No, you're wrong.
What do you mean? You're wrong.
Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Yeah, bye.